Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday market webcast. All right, so we got the Fed at 2 o'clock. That's the next thing. That's the next unknown that gets moved into the known column. This is the June chart, front month chart of the mini of the S&P 500 Futures, and it shows just what we've seen since back in January. Any move back to the daily mid-band, the 20-day simple moving average, is defended and results in new highs. So what's the high of the moment? High of the moment right now is 52.5725. We made it up as high as 46 and change. If Powell says boo at 2 o'clock, chances of taking out 57, heading up towards 5,300 are pretty good. And if you scoff at that, it's like, look, here's the deal. When you come down to these areas, you have to not look like crap, okay? I don't like it when the bears look like crap because we're short for these moves. Then we end up having to get out of them. I want the big break too. But what we have that most people don't have is the wherewithal or our desire to earn handles far outweighs our desire to profess an ideology or to constantly be right. I would rather make handles. I would rather make handles because being wrong feels better when you're making handles. And so what I mean by that is, look, we'll be short and we'll let things retrace. But once it can't get the job done, you gotta be long. Why? Because the market's going up. That's why. And yes, it is as simple as that. It is as simple as that if you're not running around being a contrarian all the time. So, we've had some decent shorts this week. We've had some decent longs, just like last week. It's just, when you get into a situation last week where you're hitting big areas and they can't convert, you got to think of something else to do. And there are opportunities. Let's go to the hourly chart. So Friday's one thing, okay? But when they brought it in yesterday, early in the morning, and then they opened it above weekly pivot, got it above weekly pivot, stayed above weekly pivot. That's when, on the eve of Fed Day, people start to say, oh, they're walking it up into the Fed. I don't want to miss that boat. And then it just turns into a momentum trade to the upside. And what do they blow? They blow the 20-day, and they blow the thing that they always blow, the weekly pivot and the 9-day. The weekly pivot and the 9-day. Weekly pivot in the 9-day. They converted it here. They blew it here. Weekly pivot, 9-day. I mean, these are things that, weekly pivot in the 9-day, the same damn number back, a little over a week ago. You can see a pattern of an inability to turn critical areas from support into resistance. And as long as that's the case, then your daily chart is going to look like that. Shorts are fine, but they are trades. Okay? And look, we're not swing traders, we're not position traders, we're not long-term traders. That's not what we do. We are concerned about what is the next 10 handles in front of us. At the same time, we are not scalp traders. We are not grabbing 2 or 3 handles there and patting ourselves on the back. We are looking for, on a full position, the only stated goal in the room is 4 handles a day. And you say, well, that's not very much. Try doing it every day for years. It's harder than you think. And that's because consistency is what will grow your account. Not 3 steps forward and 4 steps back. Or even 4 steps forward and 3 steps back. Because the 3 steps back is going to bang up so much mental capital that getting those 3 steps back is going to feel like 30 steps. So how do you grow your account? Consistency. Risk management and consistency. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You want to learn how to do it? Come see us. So what's going on today? You got volume weighted average price 52.39, hourly mid sitting there 37s. They've been up as high as 46.25. We mentioned that before. They brought it in about 10 handles. Typically for the morning of Fed Day, it's gonna tighten up. You can see it tightening up. It's kind of shelving in here. I don't think you're going to get too much variation on a theme here as far as distance from the hourly mid-band is concerned. Then we see what happens at 2 o'clock. Could be a big up, could be a big down. What we do know is that it will move. It will move, and let somebody smarter than us figure out what the meaning is in all of it. Since I didn't stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night and I don't read Barron's, I don't know and I don't care. I just want it to move. And, you may have to change your mind a couple of times along the way to get into what's going to be the next leg. Or maybe it's a couple of legs, one down, one up. We've seen that before too. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't plant your flag and try to game the Fed at 159 and say, well, we've got to go up here or we've got to go down here. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. We'll do what price does. And we'll do that. Because then you don't have to think about all that other stuff. You just have to worry about price. Worrying about one thing is better than worrying about 50 things. And the one thing, price, is all you need. You need price, risk strategy, and consistency. That's it. That's all. Any other important numbers on the board? Not really. Globex low is 33. Globex high is 46. Like I said, we can talk about where we are right now till we're blue in the face. All that matters is 2 o'clock. That's it. So we'll see where we are. We'll touch base tomorrow, and we'll see where the next leg is on the chart. But look, ultimately, until you see the blue line, weekly pivot, and the green line become multi-day resistance, everybody that is looking for the moon to crash into the earth, you are going to be very disappointed because they're just going to keep buying that damn dip. And it's okay to be short into the dip, but when it starts to fail at these areas, do yourself a favor. Rather than getting all emo, just get long. Cover and get long. Try it. It's great. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.